What if I told you that the most powerful billionaires, the unseen global elites, and the greatest ancient kings in human history all understood one fundamental truth about reality that you have been completely blinded to? A lot of people miss this. But wealth, true generational, unbreakable wealth, is not created by working 40 hours a week. It is not created by saving pennies. And it is certainly not created by begging the universe for a lucky break. True power is generated by a very specific, mathematically perfect acoustic code. I'm going to be honest with you here. When you wake up in the morning and hear the Gayatri Mantra playing softly from a temple speaker, or when your grandparents hum it while lighting incense, you are being completely robbed of its actual terrifying potential. We have been brainwashed into believing that this ancient 24-syllable chant is just a peaceful religious song, a cute cultural poem to ask God for a nice day. But that is the ultimate deception of the matrix we live in. They want you to think it's just a simple prayer, because if you ever figured out what it actually is, you would become completely unstoppable. In my opinion, this is the most heavily guarded secret in the entire Vedic tradition. You are not just listening to a song, you are looking at a highly advanced 24-bit biological cheat code. It is a precise sonic algorithm designed by an ancient, power-obsessed king to physically hack the human nervous system, completely shut down the biological frequency of fear, and hyperactivate the exact part of your brain responsible for attracting massive, undeniable wealth. Today, we are going completely down the rabbit hole. We are going to strip away the religious dogma, look at the cold, hard neurological science, and reveal exactly how chanting these 24 specific syllables literally rewires the physical architecture of your brain for extreme success. To truly understand the terrifying power of this acoustic technology, we have to look at who actually created it. I've noticed that most people think ancient sages were just peaceful men sitting in forests doing nothing. But the creator of the Gayatri Mantra was not born a peaceful saint. His name was Kaushika, and he was an incredibly aggressive, power-hungry, conquering king. He had massive armies, limitless gold, and absolute political control. But one day, he ran into a spiritual master named Vashista, who possessed a divine cow that could manifest anything out of thin air. King Kaushika tried to buy the cow with all his wealth. Vashista refused. Kaushika tried to take it by absolute military force, unleashing his entire army. But Vashista didn't even pick up a sword. He simply used the acoustic frequency of his own chanting to completely obliterate the king's entire military force in seconds. That was the exact moment King Kaushika's reality completely shattered. He realized that physical wealth, swords, and armies were absolute garbage compared to the raw, unadulterated power of cosmic frequency. He dropped his crown, walked into the forest, and spent years aggressively experimenting with the science of sound. He didn't want to just pray to God. He wanted the exact acoustic formula to become a god. He wanted the source code of the universe. And after years of intense, brutal experimentation with acoustic resonance, he finally cracked the code. He became Sage Vishwamitra, and he unleashed the Gayatri Mantra upon the world. Now let's get into the real secret. Let's look at the actual science of what Vishwamitra discovered, because this is where the mythology ends and the hardcore biology begins. The Gayatri Mantra is not a random collection of words. It is composed of exactly 24 syllables: Om, Bhur, Bhuva, Swaha, Tat, Savitur, Varenyam, Bhargo, Devasya, Dhimahi, Dio, Yo, Na, Prachodayat. Why exactly 24? Is it just a poetic coincidence? Absolutely not. According to the ancient science of Nada Yoga, the yoga of sound, the human physical body contains exactly 24 major energy intersections, or granthis, within the subtle nervous system. These 24 intersections correspond directly to 24 specific glands in the human endocrine system. Think about the thymus gland, the thyroid, the pituitary gland. These aren't just medical terms, they are biological frequency receivers. These glands are the chemical factories of your body. They dictate everything. They produce the hormones that make you feel terrified, the hormones that make you feel depressed, and the hormones that give you absolute razor-sharp focus and supreme confidence. When you vibrate the specific 24 syllables of the Gayatri Mantra using your vocal cords, You are not just making noise. You are executing a targeted acoustic strike. Modern science is just now beginning to understand the incredible power of the vagus nerve, which runs directly from your vocal cords down through your entire body. When you chant these precise Sanskrit syllables, the cymatic frequency travels down the vagus nerve and physically massages these 24 glands. It is a biological tuning process. You are literally bringing the chaotic chemistry of your body back into perfect, symmetrical alignment. But there is one target that is more important than all the others combined. The master switch, the pineal gland. Located dead center in the middle of your brain, the pineal gland has been revered by ancient cultures around the world as the third eye. In modern science, we know it is a highly sensitive endocrine gland that is literally packed with piezoelectric crystals. Let me repeat that, because a lot of people miss this. You have actual microscopic crystals inside the center of your brain. What happens when you apply a specific, highly repetitive acoustic frequency to piezoelectric crystals? They generate an electrical charge. When you chant the Gayatri Mantra, the rhythmic oscillation of the 24 syllables creates a physical resonance chamber inside your skull. The sound waves bounce off the hard bones of your skull and focus directly onto the pineal gland like a laser beam. You are literally generating a localized electrical current inside your brain. You are electrifying your third eye. Most ordinary people living in the modern matrix have severely calcified pineal glands. Their brains are sluggish, they are completely numb. They are easily manipulated by fear-based news, toxic food, and the heavy, dense frequencies of modern society. Their amygdala, the fear and panic center of the brain, is constantly hyperactive. This means they are constantly operating in a state of survival, producing massive amounts of cortisol. And let me be perfectly clear. You absolutely cannot manifest millions of dollars, build a massive empire, or attract high-level opportunities when your biological system is completely saturated with the chemical frequency of fear. Fear literally blocks your brain's ability to recognize wealth-building patterns in your environment. It blinds you to the money that is sitting right in front of you. But when you electrify the pineal gland with the 24-syllable code, a biological miracle happens. The electrical charge physically suppresses the amygdala. It forces your fear center to shut down immediately. Simultaneously, it pushes massive amounts of highly oxygenated blood directly into your prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for complex problem-solving, deep intuition, and supreme calculated decision-making. You stop being a reactive, frightened animal, and you biologically transform into an apex predator of reality. Your neuroplasticity physically changes. This is the exact state of mind that the top 1% of the 1%, the billionaires, the elite hedge fund managers, the master innovators, operate in every single day. They don't operate on panic. They operate on absolute, icy, calculated intuition. They see the hidden patterns in the stock market. They see the massive gaps in the industry, and they execute without a single drop of hesitation. They don't react to the world. They force the world to react to them. This brings us to the ultimate wealth twist of the Gayatri Mantra. If you look at the actual translation of the code, it is directed at Savitur, which represents the sun. But we are not talking about a giant ball of burning gas in the sky. In advanced Vedic science, the sun is recognized as the ultimate cosmic server. It is the central data transmitter for our entire solar system. Every single photon of light that hits the Earth from the sun is carrying massive amounts of cosmic information and high-frequency energy. When you chant the Gayatri Mantra, you are essentially requesting to download the ultimate source code directly from the central server. The final line, Dio yo na prachodayat, literally translates to, may you illuminate our intellect. It is not asking for a bag of cash to fall out of the sky. Begging for money is a low-frequency, poverty mindset action. True masters never beg. They ask for the ultimate upgrade in their operating system. Because when your intellect is illuminated by the frequency of the sun, your perspective completely shifts. You stop looking at the world as a place of scarcity, where you have to fight and claw for crumbs. You suddenly see the infinite abundance that is already flowing all around you. You realize that money is just an energetic frequency, and up until now your biological radio was simply tuned to the wrong station. I've noticed that people who start properly utilizing this 24-syllable code experience rapid, almost terrifying shifts in their financial reality. It usually doesn't happen like a random lottery win. It happens as a sudden, massive surge of brilliant, undeniable ideas. You suddenly know exactly which business to start. You suddenly find the absolute confidence to walk into a room and close a massive deal that you would have been paralyzed by a month ago. Toxic people and money-draining habits suddenly become physically repulsive to you, and you effortlessly cut them out of your life. Opportunities that were completely invisible to you before suddenly light up like neon signs. This is not magic. It is the strict, unforgiving law of resonance. When you use the acoustic technology of the Gayatri Mantra to physically rewrite your neural pathways, your external reality has absolutely no choice but to shift to match your new internal frequency. The matrix always responds to the exact signal you are broadcasting. If you broadcast fear, it gives you poverty, stress, and anxiety. If you broadcast the 24-syllable code of absolute cosmic illumination, it gives you the keys to the absolute kingdom. So, I'm going to be honest with you here. You can click away from this video right now, go back to scrolling your feed, and continue living in the exact same financial stress and anxiety you woke up with today. You can continue letting the system farm your energy and keep you trapped in the endless, exhausting rat race. Or you can take control of your own biological hardware. Tomorrow morning, I want you to try something that will literally change the trajectory of your entire life. Do not just play the mantra on your phone while you mindlessly make your coffee. Sit down. Keep your spine completely straight, close your eyes, and chant those 24 syllables out loud. Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha. Feel the physical vibration in your throat. Feel the acoustic wave travel up into the center of your skull. Visualize that piezoelectric crystal in the center of your brain, lighting up like a brilliant, burning sun. Do this consistently, every single morning, and watch how quickly the artificial limitations of your life begin to violently shatter. You hold the most powerful acoustic weapon in the universe right inside your own throat. It is time you actually started using it to build the empire you deserve. If this deep dive into the hidden science of ancient mantras completely blew your mind, you need to hit that like button right now to help push this frequency through the algorithm and wake up the rest of the world. I want to know your thoughts. Let me know in the comments below. Have you ever felt a physical vibration in your body or a sudden shift in your mindset while chanting a mantra? I read every single comment, and your experiences are the real proof of this technology. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification, because next week, we are exposing the dark side of acoustic weapons. We are going to break down the Shiva Tandava, the terrifying, aggressive frequency created by the demon king Ravana himself, mathematically designed to violently destroy obstacles and force reality to bend to his will. You absolutely do not want to miss it.